Hey, it's time for TV Skywriter. Hey, good evening, everybody. Long time no see, and I'm very, very happy to be back. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper. But tonight I'm hosting TV Skywriter, and this is where I introduce you to really cool people you need to know. So today's guest is also a Durhamite, Marvis Henderson, and we're going to be talking about line dancing and how fun it is. Marvis, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Pat.
Absolutely. How did we meet? Because I DJ for Marvis's monthly line dance party. And how did we even meet? I don't even remember.
I think we met at Durham Tech Small Business Seminar.
Right.
Classes.
A huge shout out to Durham Tech Small Business Center. That's where you can take lots of free classes for entrepreneurs. So that's how we met, huh?
That's how we met.
Awesome.
And then I listened to Nigeria Lockley. She was telling about collaborating. And I was like, I need a DJ. And then I thought about it. I had your business card and called you right up, and being the person that you were, we've been collaborating ever since. So thank you so much for what you've been doing for us.
Absolutely. It's so much fun. Now, let's talk about line dancing. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this. You probably are. But I think the very first line dance was like 1960, a dance called the Madison. And in fact, I think there was an old movie, not an old movie, a relatively recent movie within the past, I don't know, dozen years or so. I can't remember the name of the movie, but they demonstrated the Madison. It was that, that movie, I think Ricky Lake was in it, about a girl who wanted to.
That's right.
Maybe that's it. I'm not sure. It's about kids who are on a TV dance show in the 1950s or 60s.
Okay.
So, but anyway, they sort of demonstrated the Madison during that show. And it's been mostly forgotten because I think what do you think the next line dance after the Madison was? Probably Electric Slide in 1989, right?
I would think most people are familiar with the Electric Slide. I think that's pretty much the barometer for line dancing.
Yeah, and that came out in 89. In fact, the original name is I think it's called Electric Boogie is the original name. And Marcia Griffiths is from Jamaica. I don't know if it started in Jamaica or New York or where. Do you happen to know where the Electric Slide actually started?
No, I just remember that it was something we couldn't wait to learn when it came out. So.
And what's really fun about it is when I'm DJing, I'd love to see kids dancing along with their parents. And that's one thing that I can play that I know the kids and the adults and the old folks can all dance to. They all know the steps.
Yes, indeed. And don't forget the wobble.
Oh, yeah, and the wobble, that came later. But I think after Electric Slide was like...
probably the cha-cha slide.
The bus stop. Cha-cha slide. Cupid Shuffle, I guess.
Yes.
Mississippi Slide. But there's a whole nother side. Now, we're Black, so we're talking about what we know in terms of Black line dances. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, back in the 90s, I think I actually first started seeing line dance, after the Madison, being revived in the 80s and 90s by the country folks, people dancing to country music. What's that guy's name? Billy Ray Cyrus and Achy Breaky Heart and all that kind of stuff?
Yes. And some of the dances that we do with urban line dancing, actually the steps came from country western. And they just put urban soul music to it. So it can cross over. Music is universal. So if you learn those basic steps, you can do those steps pretty much in the genre of music.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see the two get together. I guess they do get together sometimes, the soul dancers and the country dancers. What do you think?
I think they do have something over in June that has a combination in Research Triangle Park, but I haven't had the opportunity, fortunate enough to attend it. So hopefully next year maybe we'll be able to do something.
Yeah, you should check it out and give us a report back when you come back on TV Skywriter.
All
So let's
right.
talk about what you're into. Now, you are, if you don't already know, folks, Marvis Henderson, she's not the only one, but she's one of, I guess, the top local line dance instructors. Am I right? I'm asking you to brag on yourself. Oh my
I
God.
won't say the top one.
Well, best
I
known? I don't know.
would say best known. We all kind of have our different customers that we work with. I'm more beginner line dance instructor. And we have some instructors that, of course, do more advanced dances than we do. So we're just starting out. This is our first year that we're doing the beginner line dance social. So it's enough people in the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area that we're trying to find our niche as it is now.
Hmm. I want to throw a huge shout out to the Bull City Sliders. They're the first group that I heard about local. And actually, I went to one of their, what's it called, Black and Bling
Black and Bling.
parties. That's when I became aware that there's more to line dancing than just the few line dances that we mentioned. I had no idea that there's dozens of dances out there to new songs and old songs. I had no idea until I saw Bull City Sliders. I have to ask you this, Marvis. How do these dances become popular? In other words, I know there's somebody designing or making up these dances. So how do they become popular all over the country?
Well, speaking of Bull City Sliders, Angela Jeter, she does a lot of choreographing songs. And we've been fortunate enough that she's in this area. Um, and I think people just, I think it has become such, throughout the United States now. People, they just hear the music and they just do their steps, and it either takes off of it or it doesn't.
So do you
So
think it mostly takes off on YouTube?
YouTube, most of the dances, or when I'm doing a class, I give them the dances and they can go on YouTube, find an instructor that does the dance that they're comfortable with, the instructional, and um, they just get it in. We do have some choreographers in this area. It's wonderful when you have them actually physically with you, because if you have a problem or you see there's something on YouTube that you can't quite get, you have the choreographers right there, and they can walk you through the steps, and that just makes it that more enjoyable. So
Mm-hmm. That's what's fun about your parties, Marvis, because you will have me to play a few songs, and then people are line dancers. They jump in, they do the steps, and then you'll say, "Okay, stop. We're going to teach this one." You'll look around and notice that people are like going like this, like I don't know this one. And so I like how you stop and actually teach you and I think Nikki and I forget the guy's name. What's the guy's name?
Tom,
Yeah, Tom, and that other lady. I'm not good at names. But anyway, I love how you will stop and actually teach the dance. Because a lot of people probably don't want to go out dancing because they're like, oh, I don't know the steps. But once the word gets out that you actually teach them the steps, I think that really helps people.
yes, and that's the way I learned. When I first started line dancing in Durham, my repertoire was probably the electric slide, the Mississippi side, the cha-cha side, and the Cupid slide, the Cupid shuffle. And once I went to a class and they were not doing any of those, and it was like, I'm so total out of my comfort zone. Um, but the people in the classes were wonderful. They just went about it and um, go over the steps, make it feel comfortable, and you just make it your own. That's the good thing about line dancing. You don't have to have a partner, but you don't have to do something that you see somebody else does. You just make it your own. You just as long as you're moving and as long as you're enjoying yourself. That's the fun part about line dance.
I do see people putting extra turns and extra dips at your parties, and I'm assuming that
I'm
they're
not one of them.
and I'm assuming that they're having a little bit more fun doing it
Well,
that way.
but they're having their fun, and I'm having my fun moving at my pace, as I tell them. Um, and the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise is the one that ended the race, and so that's pretty much what I do. But we do it for the enjoyment of exercise. It's a wonderful low impact way of the exercise. Plus, you're being social. You're getting out and meeting other people. Um, and so those ones that can do those extra spins, my hat is always off to them because they know I'm not going to do that. And so, yeah, that whole point is that we just want people to have fun, just enjoy yourself, just relax. We're not going to leave any man or woman behind. We want you to you're not going to learn all the steps. You're not going to learn all the dances. Because Peter Pat is
And
not,
not in one night.
yeah, and Peter Pat is not doing her due justice because she's spending at least 40 to 50 dances and songs per event. So she has she's beginning to, well, she does know us. She knows when the crowd is looking with that perplexed look on the face. And she'll stop the music and say, "You gonna teach that?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna teach this one. So you just demoing it right now." And because you got there are thousands of line dances out there. And sometimes
Thousands.
there's thousands. You can go out there and you can find different ones that have different dances to the same song. Uptown Funk probably has at least three three versions that I know of.
Wow. Who decides the quintessential version then?
Well, most of the time, if you're out there on YouTube and you hear the music, or you trying to see if there's a line dance to it, you pretty much either know the person and whether or not you want to learn the way they do it. Because some of them do a little bit more complicated version of it. I tend to look for the most easiest one, and I would do that version of it. So it depends on your skill level and how you want to master the dance.
Okay.
And so we pretty much have, that's why I said sometimes, we have different instructors, because not only do I teach 2 classes, but we also attend about 4 or 5 classes in the Durham area. And everybody has their own different version that they may tend to like. Sometimes you can catch on, and sometimes you go to another class and you see it done a different way. And, then you have to kind of choose which one you want to do it. And we do, and like I said, I tend to go to the one that's the least complicated in the routine. But we do have some that just they can do 2 or 3 spins to my walking to the left 4 times. So and that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And folks, when she says pity pat, it's actually me. When I DJ, of course, you might know me as Durham Skywriter, but when I DJ as DJ Pity Pat. That's my DJ name. So now let's name a couple of the places that we've had our parties. We've partied at Care Healing with Care on Broadway Street or Avenue. Um, recently a place in Raleigh, which I had never heard of before, Luxury Box. I really like that spot.
Yes, we enjoy Joyce and the staff there. They have been wonderful with allowing us to come in, do some classes, and then September 30th we had our actual social there. And I think the crowd really enjoyed themselves.
That's a good spot.
Um, it's a great spot.
So the next one is going to be in back in Durham, right? It's is that next week already?
Yes, October
Oh my,
21st.
21st. Wow. So I have the address here. Um, let's see. It says 2410 Presidential Drive, Suite 102. And that is over by, if I'm not mistaken, Miami Boulevard near T.W. Alexander.
It's right off of T.W. Alexander. It's actually called Durham Athletic Club. Um,
Okay, Durham Athletic Club. Okay.
and that has a huge gym. So we're excited about trying to fill that gym up
Let's
and
fill
just
it up, folks. Come on out.
hang out. This is our first time at that venue, so but we're looking forward to it. This is just like I said, it's huge. It's pretty big facility, so we're excited about whether or not we're going to be able to partner with them in the future.
Well, let's get the folks out there. Come on out, folks. So it's going to be actually you have a theme. This month it's going to be heart disease awareness, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
yeah, so that's very important. Oh, do you have the hat? Let me see.
Um, we have two of our team members who had heart disease.
Oh,
Um, and we didn't know about one until we did the heart walk on October 1st. And but our team member Teresa, she had a heart attack Wednesday after Memorial Day,
gee.
and she is back line dancing with us. So we decided for Heart Disease Awareness Month that we were going to support her. So we have these Team Teresa line dance sister hats, and we went out and did the Triangle 2017 Heart Walk with the American Heart Association. So
Okay.
we realized that heart disease is a serious disease, and if you don't get a handle on it, it can be detrimental to you and your loved ones. So we decided we will be doing something probably for breast cancer awareness, but heart disease awareness is something that is just not out there, not talked about enough.
Yeah. My mom actually died from heart disease. She actually had a congenital heart defect that was not discovered until she had a heart attack several decades ago when I was in college. And yeah, so my heart is there. Heart disease awareness. I'm very much interested in that as well. So let's tell folks about the details here. So this is going to be next Saturday from 5 to 9. That's a real good time period, right? On a Saturday, $15, right? And that includes entrance. And does that include food too?
That includes food. You know, we normally have lots of food.
You
Try to stay
do.
as healthy as you can.
Very tasty, I must say. Sometimes I tiptoe up there twice.
But then we know the food is good.
So
So yeah,
how do people
and
get
then
tickets? Do they call you or do they check out your Facebook event page, or is that set up yet? Give us the details on that.
yeah, the Facebook page is out there, and then you can get tickets at me. Oh, Me Henderson Inc.com. We
Let's
have
repeat that. M.E.
E
Henderson
Henderson Inc.
Inc. That's
One word
INC.com.
INC.com.
Okay.
Um, or either they can send me a message, inbox me on Facebook at Marvis Henderson Day.
Okay, and it's Marvis Henderson Day. And of course, if you know
Yeah.
me and you just forgot or you don't have anything to write with, just contact me. I'll connect you. No problem. So you have a couple of other events, and also tell us about your classes. It says here, October 22nd, which is the next day on a Sunday, you're going to have a line dance party at Holton, the Holton Resource and Career Center. That's on Driver on the east end of Durham. So tell us
Yeah.
about that.
Um, we've been fortunate enough to partner with Holton Resource and Career Center. We're teaching a class on Tuesdays from 7 to 8 o'clock. And as part of teaching the class, we are being allowed to have the dance studio on Sunday. And so we're having two events, one October 22nd and one November 12th from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Holton
Nice,
Center.
nice. Free
That one is
admission or what?
that's free. That one is with the Parks and Recs. So we're looking forward to that partnership with them as well.
Okay, so that's free, folks. Okay, so that's October 22nd, November 12th, if you can write that down. If you can't, just contact us. You can easily find me, Durham Skywriter at Gmail. You can see my, and if you read the Durham Skywriter, you know how to contact me. So be sure to try hard, though, to get in touch with Marvis if possible. And that, again, that is M.E. Henderson Inc., I-N-C, that is, .com.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
And
we
this,
have a class on Mondays that we've held for, this is our 13th week that we've actually been at Covenant Presbyterian Church in Durham.
okay.
And that class is at 6 to 7 on Mondays.
So
And
you're teaching almost every day.
well, either
Almost.
teaching or dancing, one of the two. We do try to promote the other classes that are in the area. So in the event you can't get to one, you can get to the other classes. Because all we want to do is provide you with the information and then just get you out there to move. We realize the importance of healthy living, and to be quite honest, line dance pretty much saved my life. Um,
Oh,
I started line dancing in 2014 when I moved to Durham. I was looking for some type of exercise. I kind of worked out the nutrition, but I wasn't working out the exercise component toward healthy living. And I found line dance over at Southwest, the branch of the library over there. And once again, that this movement, just doing the exercise, added that component that I need, so that I could work out my disabilities. I've had fibromyalgia for 15 years now. And once I found line dance, it became a means of me to get my health into some type of wellness where I was comfortable with my lifestyle. And so that's why I encourage everyone, if you don't find line, you find out the line dance is not your niche, find something that keeps you moving,
yeah.
keeps you exercising. It will, what we say is entertainment breaks down walls and it begins those conversations. And one of the conversations that we fail to talk about is wellness and how do you get to wellness. You know, the social aspects of dancing, I think I enjoy just as much as I do the exercise because we've become a community. We not only dance, but we look out for one another as far as those milestones in our lives. This is the reason why we were doing the Heart Walk with Teresa. Teresa didn't know at the time that I too have heart disease in my family. Um, my father passed away at 48.
Hmm.
My mother passed away at 61.
Oh,
And my grandmother passed away at 73.
man.
So heart disease is real in my family. And I know I had to take control over what was going on after seeing what happened with my family. So, but she didn't know that at the time. She just knew that we were being supportive and we were all in. And when we started having conversations, we found out that it's prevalent in so many families. I just sent out an email yesterday saying in the United States, every 40 seconds, someone is having a heart attack.
Man.
You know, 1 out of 4 people in the United States has some type of heart disease.
Gee.
We got to do it. We know that exercise is not enough. We know we got to do the nutrition part of it, but we know we've got to do something. It's one of the leading killers in the United States, maybe, rather than cancer. So that's why this one, this social is so important because we do community projects with what we do with Emily Henderson, but this one is just so close to home with so many people.
It's
You
personal.
just share, it's personal, and we need to get even. We need to do something about it. So this is our way to do it.
That's really, really important words. Very important words. Now, I noticed a couple of items here on this card you gave me the other day. Um, what is this on the 20th? It says Vicky Pierce presents line dance scholarship fundraiser for Brianna Dorsey.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
one of our line dancers, she's having a social at Durham Athletic Club on October 20th. As you see, we're not only promoting ourselves, but we promote other people too. So yeah, people come on out. We're gonna be line dancing for 3 days straight. We got a 3-day weekend.
3 days straight. Now
Yes,
this
Friday,
one's $10, and then the one on the 21st is 15, and then the one on the 22nd is free, right?
yeah. So all 3 days we're gonna be line dancing. The one that Nikki's having will be from 7 to 9 o'clock. Um, so we'll be over there hanging out with Vic and getting some dancing in. So I guess you can look at hers as a pre-party to our party. So yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have the after party over at Holden. So
There you
um,
go.
yes, and then we're having our next social at Holden in November 12th. Then we're going back to the luxury box November 18th.
Okay, okay. And then there's one more item since we're throwing so many shout outs to Bull City Sliders. They're having their Black and Bling party on
They have,
November 24th, right?
yes,
And that's at
they
the
were
Durham Arts Council.
out at Durham Arts Council. So we're going to support our sisters in line dancing and go out. And like I said, it's on the, it is, it should be unity. That's what we pushing. If you can't go to one, we have given you enough information that you can attend one, hopefully all of them, two of
Sure, why
them,
not? Go to
one,
all of them.
what all of them, because that's what line dancing is. That's what we wanted it to be about. I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my team. Um, I couldn't do what I do if it was not for some of them are not on Facebook, so I just call it everybody's first names. Sonia, Rhonda, Yvette, Teresa, Gwen, Nikki. in Pity Pat. We could not have made these socials possible if it was not for the team members getting in um, and helping out. Um, and I guess I need to give a shout out to my son as well because he comes over from college and make sure we setting up and shutting down. So, um, and my brother Kareem and his family, we just been having a good time, and we just want everybody to come out and have a good time with us.
I want to point out something though, Marvis. The fact that, um, and I only know, well, I've been to Black and Bling, but I'm also talking about your parties since I'm the DJ for not all of them, but some of them. Um, Men and women come out. Some people think, oh, it's a ladies thing. No, men and women are welcome and encouraged. So
Yes, my I
black
think
and
it's
white and Hispanic and whatever. It's not just a party for one type, for one demographic. Let's put it that way. Everybody's invited and everybody turns out.
I think it was the May party when my brother, because I'm the oldest of five, and he's the youngest, and I told you go ahead and put on the music, and we started doing the theme song to Sanford and Son because I knew that was one of his favorite shows. Um, and the actual name of the dance is Metamorphosis, and I think the song is You Look Dummy. And
I could not believe it, by the way, that somebody did a line dance to Sanford and Son. That's pretty amazing. That really amazed me.
and he went home, him and his son, they went home and learned it so they could be ready for the next time. So um, as you can see, yeah, we competitive. And he got out there, and I guess I'm 5'5" and he's 6'5", so it was just kind of it was just a comedy hour at that point because I knew that I knew how to do something that he didn't know how to do, and I knew he was going to work hard. And at the next party, him and his son both knew how to do the dances. So yeah, it's for men and it's for women. I think women tend to like it because once again, you don't need a partner. You're just out there doing your own thing. You don't ask anybody to dance. And then Peter Pat is the one that introduced the Soul Train line. And we did not realize how big of a hit it was going to be until we decided to do it. So thank you, Peter Pat. And those
Oh,
ones
sure.
that didn't wanted to be on Soul Train, they get out and they work very hard to go down that Soul Train line. So we do have an opportunity. Like I said, we just have fun. We just out there. We want to give some good, clean entertainment, and this is the way we found that works for us. So
And if you don't mind my saying so, we're always open to hearing from venues that would like to think about having these wonderful, safe, clean, family friendly line dance parties. Hope you don't mind my taking the initiative of doing this. But
hey,
I mean, it's not a rowdy, crazy, drunken bunch. I mean, it's just good family friendly fun. So,
yeah,
if, yeah.
Emmy Henderson, we're hoping to expand what we do because we also want to be able to do some team building with corporate um, events. So if the corporate people are out there listening, you need some team building, you need some entertainment for your holiday socials or retreats, please don't hesitate to get a hold of us because we can tell her anything to make it work. Because line dancing it gives you that audience, it gives you that opportunity to do that. So um, yeah, we would love to do events outside of just our socials. Um, we know some people do line dancing at weddings with the people for you. Um, we know family reunions have line dancing. we can do that for you as well. So I know from my family reunion, they were a little leery. They didn't, they thought, how in the world can you dance for 4 hours with 5 songs they knew? Peter Pat knows that. I think at the September party, we started running out of songs, and I know we had at least 40
At
on the list, and I
least,
started,
yeah, at least 40.
oh,
Well, I don't think we'll ever run out, but I mean, but the
so
pre
close.
constructed list, yeah, because we were jumping back and forth. Remember, we were jumping back and forth. We started in the middle. Remember?
Yes, because we didn't have beginners there at the time, but we went through that. I think we may have missed maybe 5 out of that 40 songs. So, and people don't realize, as you said, if you hear the music, it's probably a line dance to it.
I'm waiting for the day when we start line dancing to pop music from other, like there's hip hop in other countries. I don't know if you've even heard hip hop from Nigeria and Kenya. We're talking funky. I cannot wait till you guys get a hold of that, some of that music, and make us some dance steps. I'm telling you.
It's probably
Also,
out there.
also K-pop would be very fun to line dance to. I have to. We have to have a listening session. I'll show you what I'm talking about one day soon.
And I guarantee you, it's probably a line dance to it already. It is not, we just haven't found it yet. But yeah, you can go out there and pretty much YouTube, if you like the song, YouTube it, put in line dance, and I guarantee you there's probably a dance already out there. We're just, I think the list that we have as we see new dances, we incorporate the music. That knows I'm normally giving her, okay, we need to add this one to our little natty list that we already have. And she was like, some more? I was like, yeah, we just found one there. Well, one of our instructors has taught one, and we really like it, and we really like the music. Um, our line dance, Buddy Tom, I know he's created at least 3, 4 dances. So, once again, we're doing them. Gita has a lot of dances out there as well. Some of them need her to feel better, come on back so she can go back over the dances for us. We really enjoy the ones that she's done. So,
Cool.
but once again, we got a whole lot of them out there. Sometimes you can need refreshers.
Well, here's my last question to you, Marvis. Is there a line dance out there yet for "That's What I Like" by Bruno Mars?
Yes,
There is.
yes.
Okay, I want to see it.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite new songs, by the way. So I'd like to see a line dance to that.
Yes, we've seen it recently.
Okay, okay.
But
So thank you so much for being on the show, Marvis. That's Marvis Henderson, folks. Do you have any last minute shout outs before we go?
once again, like I said, please take your health serious. Um, if line dancing is not what you want to do, find something to move. Find something that keeps you motivated so that you can be the healthiest person that you can be.
Right. So, for more information on these upcoming parties, including the beginners line dance social, it's going to be next week at the Durham Athletic Club on 2410 Presidential Drive. It's going to be next Saturday, October 21st, 2017. $15, 5 to 9. Like I said, M.E. Henderson Inc., and that's INC.com. So thank you again, Marvis, for being on the show. And folks, be sure to read Durham, North Carolina's online community paper, the Durham Skywriter, which you can read at durhamskywriter.com. And I will reinstate Bull City Notes. I've been so busy with video projects that I've been working for, on for different nonprofits. So be sure to check out Facebook Live every day. Follow me, Durham Skywriter, on Facebook. And Marvis, they can find you on Facebook at Marvis Henderson Day, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, that's hyphenated, Henderson Day. Okay. Okay, folks, you have a beautiful rest of your evening, and I will see you later. Ciao for now, and you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. See you later.